Alright guys, I'm back with The Walking Dead Season 5 Episode 16 review, and this episode is called Conquerors. But basically this was the final, this was like the season finale, and I know it's happened like last Monday, but I mean, I'm behind on these Walking Dead reviews, I know, and I'm up to date now, but this episode was a really good episode of The Walking Dead. I was very interested because they said, I was reading a couple things online. I didn't read any spoilers or anything, but I was reading that they was going to kill some major characters off. They didn't kill any major characters off, really. I mean, they killed the wife of the husband of the counselor, which was like this old guy. But he wasn't really a main character. I thought they was gonna like really go like kill Rick or Daryl, which I think would have been like terrible. Like, because for so many years, The Walking Dead has been, you always like, the main characters have always been like Rick and Daryl, and Tyrese was one of them a couple months ago. And if you lose too many main characters, then your interest in the product will go. And I think that if you got rid of Rick and Daryl in this episode, I think it would have been bad for the rest of the seasons. And I heard that they're going to actually do 12 seasons of The Walking Dead, which is, I think, 11 more seasons of it, like 12, go to 12 seasons of this. I don't know if that's true or not. I heard it off a friend of mine. Well, I heard it off somebody I know, and they watch The Walking Dead too, but that's what I heard. But if that is true, that would be awesome, because I'm a huge fan of The Walking Dead, as you all guys know. So basically, we open up with Morgan, and if you guys remember, Morgan was a character that Rick met in season 2, where was it season 2 or maybe it was season 1 when it first started, when Rick was passed out in his front garden in season 2, and then like no, he's probably at mid season 1. Then because Rick was passed out in his garden, and then he met this guy called Morgan, and he was like a cop as well, and then they have something in common, and then like Rick then met, and then also Morgan helped Rick find his son, helped him find Carl and his wife Lori, and yeah, and then they met up again in season 3 after like Lori died and stuff, and then like, cause like Rick and Morgan had a scene back in Rick's town. And then we didn't see him in season 4, and then he came back for this season. Then after that, he talks to this other guy, which is a new character, kind of like this. And then Daryl and Aaron go on this run. Carol tells Rick try not to get on the wrong, get the story straight. Then Maggie says that. Tells the counselor that Rick is part of the group, it won't be the same about Rick. Then Sasha is lying with one of the walkers because, like, I don't know what's going on with her right now. Then Rick tells Carol he doesn't want to lie to people anymore. He wants to like tell the truth and stuff. Then Daryl and Aaron are still on the hunt for killing walkers. They kill a few walkers, then they go to this like factory looking for more food supplies. They open these trucks that are full of walkers. Also, somebody's planted them there. Also, somebody's put them in there, and then they kill a few walkers. Then they retreat into the car. Then Morgan comes in again. He saves Daryl and Aaron, and then he kills off a few walkers and says, "I'm looking for Rick." And he shows Daryl the map that he had. Before it had the mid-season, like before Christmas, remember when we saw that scene of Morgan in the church looking for the map? So he was there, and then Daryl looks at Rick's name, going, he knows Rick, because I don't think like Daryl and Morgan have actually met, but it's like Rick knows him, but like the rest of the group don't. So that was kind of interesting there. Then oh yeah, and then Gabriel kills a walker, which is, if you don't know who Gabriel is, his priest. Then Michonne says to Rick, "Don't screw these things up tonight." Then the group, Rick's group all say to the counselor and the Alexandra, the community center they're in, tells them, those guys, that Rick I know he said some whole truths to you guys last night, but he's not like a terrible person really. He's a really loyal leader and a strong person on the team. Then they say good stuff, and then the rest of Rick's group say good things about Rick. Then Glenn tries to shoot Nicholas, and then they don't shoot each other. And then at the end, Rick joins them and says that you don't trust anybody outside, don't trust anybody inside. These walkers got in because nobody's on the gates. You've got to be protected all areas, because whoever sees us in here, because people have seen us in here, they want to take our place. Then Glenn, oh yeah, I said that. Then Pete comes in, and then he kills the counselor, this old guy. He kills him. Then the counselor says to the other counselor to Rick to kill the other one, and then he kills the counselor. Then Daryl, Aaron, and Morgan come back. Morgan says to Rick, and that was the end of the episode. So that, guys, was my review of The Walking Dead Season 5 Episode 16 review. What did you guys think of this episode? Leave your thoughts on this episode in the comment section below, guys. And thanks for watching. Bye now.